everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So here we go. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It is Candiace Dillard is clapping back at Robyn Dixon and Gizelle Bryant. After they are discussing the cheating allegations against her husband, Chris Bassett. Now, this is the thing. I really don't think Robyn or Gizelle have a leg to stand on when it comes to husbands and or boyfriends and cheating allegations. Especially Gizelle, because last season she basically just lied on Candiace's husband about feeling uncomfortable in a hotel room with him. Like, girl, bye. Stop. Like, it was beyond a reach. And then also with Robyn, girl, you need to go see what Juan is doing in the hotel room with his Canadian girlfriend. You need to see what Juan is doing at the nail salon and laundromat with his Coach Bree girlfriend. You need to see what Juan is doing with Michael Darby. Okay, but let's keep going. The 36-year-old Real Housewives of Potomac star also suggested that Robyn and Gizelle were behind yet another plot against someone's family. According to unsubstantiated rumors, Chris impregnated another woman before paying for the pregnancy to be terminated. He allegedly told the woman to get rid of it so Candiace's reputation on Real Hop would be protected. The woman, who also claimed to have nude photos of Chris, alleged they are still communicating early in October. I don't know. I don't know if I believe this one. I saw certain snippets and certain, interviews with this woman, and I feel she's looking for a moment. And I don't think Chris Bassett, after everything he went through last season, would be this sloppy. I do think that there is a tension or a strain with Chris and Candiace's marriage, but I don't think it's because of cheating. I think it's that Chris feels like Candiace didn't support her enough when the girls were going after him, not last season, but the season before, particularly when Candiace's mom and Gizelle were talking about, oh, does Chris have a job? He's your husbander. Is he unemployed? Is he just living off of your mama's money? I think when Candiace really didn't have his back in that moment, that was the beginning of the biggest issues they had in their relationship. She 1000% supported him last season, but I think the lack of support the prior season had already done the damage. And then she's booked and busy. She's singing, she's on tour, she's doing movies. And Chris's job keeps him closer to home. He's a cook or a chef and he does marketing things for nightlife and hotels. So I think the time apart probably has been very draining. But let's keep going. On Robyn and Gizelle's Reasonably Shady podcast, I don't know who still is listening to that or if anyone's listening to that, via Atlanta Black Star, the co-stars discussed the allegations and Robyn seemingly bolstered part of the narrative. I know people are probably going to try and say, oh, we need more proof. I've seen enough to kind of know that something was done that wasn't supposed to happen, expressed Robyn. Robyn, shut up. You're still defending Juan after we saw all of the receipts. I mean, every single one. His side piece came out with stamps, receipts, booklets. She had everything ready to go. She had a newsletter and she was ready to go. Okay, expressed Robyn, who indicated that she's speaking from experience with her own husband, Juan, who previously admitted to communicating inappropriately with another woman. It was beyond inappropriate communication. He flew her out to DC, put her up in a hotel, was with her in the hotel, and paid for the bill. That's more than inappropriate communication. These guys are so stupid, she said. Why would they even entertain these women? And when I say guys, I'm speaking for my own as well. Why do they entertain these thirsty women who are fans? Gizelle responded, I'm not going to talk about yours. I'm not going to talk about Juan, but I'm just going to say that some of these guys are miserable, unhappy at home. Basically, you're talking about Juan. Basically, you're talking about her situation, or else why would you say not talking about you? Because obviously Juan is miserable and unhappy at home. After the co-star's comments, Candiace took to Twitter, we all know her favorite platform, and addressed the situation. She said, quote, if you would just shut the F up and worry about your boyfriends for hire and cheating husbands, you wouldn't have to post, quote, proof that you weren't behind yet another plot against someone's family, wrote Candiace on October 28th. Once again, the people of God are tired. So obviously, Candiace is referring to And I agree with Candiace on this. I do think it's a fake boyfriend. I think it's a PR situation. I think it's a Bravo couple. So Gizelle is now allegedly dating or seeing Jason Cameron from Winter House, another Bravo show. I personally think it's a fake relationship. I don't think Jason is into Black women. I don't. That's just my personal opinion. He's like 16 or 17 years younger than her, which we know, whatever. But when you watch them together, there is zero sexual chemistry. It's almost cringy and very awkward and very, very forced and very, very scripted. And in my opinion, they obviously are not in a real relationship. I think Jason just wants another come up. He wants to be on another show. He wants more camera time. And Gizelle obviously just wants a storyline. Plus, he lives in New York. And this wouldn't be the first time that Gizelle has seemingly or allegedly, hired boyfriends. I definitely think that her and Jamal had an agreement for him to pretend like they were getting back together. I don't think they were ever really back together at all. I think that was just a for TV, for a check, for a storyline relationship. And then when he got caught out with all of the women he's sleeping with and all the babies he's producing, he basically was like, yeah, it was just for the show. It was doing her a favor. So there's that. And then, like we said, with Juan and Robyn, like, keep your side of the street clean before you have any type of commentary on what Candiace and Chris got going on. Now, I don't think that the woman who came out saying that she was impregnated by Chris and all this stuff, I don't think that Robyn and Gizelle are behind it, but I do think the woman is lying. I just don't believe it. Again, we do need more proof, and it doesn't seem, I don't know, it just seems fishy. It seems off. It seems like looking for clout, looking for a moment. So I personally don't believe it. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Do you agree with Candiace and Chris? Mind your business. Worry about your boyfriend for hire, stay out of mine. And worry about your cheating husband, stay out of mine. Or do you think, no, Robyn and Gizelle, they have a right to talk about the allegations. They have a right to talk about people cheating. It's all in the blog. It's all in the news. They have a podcast. They can talk about it, even if they are being hypocrites. And do you believe the cheating allegations? Do you think there really is a woman out there that Chris got pregnant and is, seeing behind Candiace's back? I personally don't think it's true, but I want to know what you think. Put it down below. But before you do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.